Very Kenyan sketch show. Tumeona pale watu wameilike sana. What was the concept ama what was the vision of it? Stand up, film. Tell us a bit about that.
So Doug Mutai and I go way back since high school. So after we reunited like many years later, we're trying to find a good way to collaborate. He went into the comedy route, I went to the film route, and we're trying to find a good way to match the two. And a comedy sketch show was amazing, and that was an amazing way to bring the two fields together. And so that's how we birthed a Very Kenyan sketch show.
So, Ebu, tell us the thought process of it, because I'm trying to understand. Kenyans wanapendanga ile process ya story na follow each other, but these in sketches and they go by season. Could you tell us a bit about that?
So my background is in television, where we would do like many 50, 60, 100 episodes and telenovela style, but things have changed a lot the last few years. You have more audiences consuming social media content, but they don't have the quality that television has. So, but sketch shows have been working in other parts of the world, but not here. So we thought this would be a good place to start and explore that idea and just introduce Kenyans to the idea of like a sketch show, where an episode has 4 or 5 sketches and you're done.
So, tumeona dancers kwa hiyo sketch show, tumeona watu wengine tofauti pale apart from actors wenye tumewazoea. Could you tell us about that? Why dancers? Why other people apart from the ones wenye tunajuanga kazi yao ni kuact?
I think it's a way of just trying to involve more artists in the field, because like a sketch show has to have very many guest stars coming and going. And so we try to open up the space not only just to like regular actors that you know on screen, but also to other people that we know have the talent, but they just don't have the platform. So Color Blue is one of them, and there are many yet to come.
Nice. So what's the plan with a Very Kenyan sketch show?
On Monday, January 6th at 10 a.m., we launch on the stand-up YouTube page. And every other Monday, we launch an episode until the first season is over.
Asante san.
Thank you very much.
Just to ask you, kudos for the Very Kenyan sketch show. Amazing
Asante.
content of what is inside. Yeah. How do you value a sketch show?
How do we value a sketch show? That's it's difficult to value art. It's very difficult to value art. Yeah, it's very subjective.
Very subjective. If you want to improve something from the Very Kenyan sketch show, what is that thing you want to focus more on now next time?
I think I'd be curious to hear what the audiences have to say. I'll be happy to hear. We had a small audience today of 120 people, but on Monday we raise it to everyone. And I'll be very curious to see what the general audience says on the comments, on the live show. I'll be very happy to see what that is. And I think that will be a very good place to work on the improvements.
This year, 2025, what do we expect now more, apart from now?
So Trials and Pictures and collaboration with Stand Up, we are working on the other projects as well. It's a bit too early to announce at this point, but definitely a complete season of a Very Kenyan sketch show and other seasons to follow after that.
Very Kenyan sketch show. Yes, tuanzie hapo. Where did this thought start?
This thing, I mean, I'm a comedian, right? That's all I wanted to do. And I wanted to see if there's a way we can do sketch, if we can overdo something, put extra effort into something that deserves no effort. That's where we started. But man, it's all about banter, having fun, making people laugh, making people question themselves, making people uncomfortable, then giving them a bit of laughter at the end. That's where it came from for me, man. It's one of those things, I feel like as a culture, we are not a documented culture. We are not well documented, especially not comedically, but, holistically culture, because I was also eager to see this show take the form of, well shot, well filmed, not quickly captured. I mean, the quickly captured, it's got its place and it's funny. But I wanted to see if we can go harder and do the things that we've seen our heroes do, the Key and Peels, the Dave Chappelle's, Monty Python. Those are the inspirations that I was like, you got to do something like that, as silly as that.
So what pushed you to collaborate and do a film thing and a comedy thing?
But Eric is my boy. Been my boy since a long. Nimekuwa na huyu kijana tangu akiwa mdogo hivi nilikuwa namjua. Just kidding. Yeah, me and Erico, we've come a long way, and we've always wanted to work together. We've tried so many. We've worked together in many other ways, but not in a kishindo way. So this was one of those opportunities to work together. You know, we did drama together in high school, you know, under the Amunga back in those days. And it was, you know, that camaraderie, the fun we used to have when we were young boys doing that. And we're like, yeah, we don't have to grow up, man. We can continue being young boys forever. And with this, that is part of it.
So at what point did you realize you need to give a green light for you to bring this dream into reality?
Oh, well, I mean, we've been very fortunate with our careers. Comedy has been good. Stand-up has been good. I know Eric has been doing well with these films as well. So I was like, all right, man, it's time to do something that we don't, we just got to do it ourselves. Now we're grown-ups. We realize we are grown-ups. We can do things we want to do. As a grown-up, you can just do what you want to do, regardless of the limitations, and kesi badai. That's what we decided to do. We have to do it and entertain. Yeah.
What is that big lesson you've learned after creating a Very Kenyan sketch show?
Very Kenyan. The lesson we've learned is we should have done this way earlier. We should have, you know, done the work. Man, you gotta believe in yourself. That's the biggest lesson for us, man. It's a lot of the times I think we have been waiting for outside validation. You're waiting for someone to pick you up, for a network to commission you. You're waiting for a client. Well, nah, just do it yourself. Just do it. You have everything within you. And that was the biggest lesson for me. It's like, oh, wait, we did that, you know? Watching that issue, like, oh, we've done something very scary. Hata ikikataa, like, uko nayo hapa ndio hii umerecord, ndio hii, you are looking at the screen, you have to edit this thing. And we realized, oh man, we should have done these things a long time ago. If there's anything you gotta tell anyone there, man, if you have something you have always wanted to do it with no apologies. That's the most important thing for me, man.
So what is that big thing that the audience should expect from the sketch?
Hiyo mtajibamba, hiyo nayo mtajibamba. Usipojibamba wewe ndiye shida, you're the problem. Hiyo nimeambiwa na watu kadhaa. If you are not happy with this, you're the problem. No, it's it's going to be a good show. The audience is they should look forward to laughter, lots of silliness, lots of direction. We take you on an emotional journey, and we're not messing with your emotions, but we are activating them. You know, like enjoy it, laugh, get a bit uncomfortable, get back again and laugh at the end, you know. And the advice I always tell people on my live shows is, when in doubt, just laugh. You'll be fine.
So what is the plan 2025?
2025 ni mambo ya Mungu tu sasa. 2025 itakuwa vitu mbili. Vitu mbili ni kazi na maandamano na bidii. Vitu tatu. Kazi, maandamano, bidii na upendo. Vitu nne. 4 things. That's a structure from an old joke from the Monty Python I'm doing there. But I just did it accidentally because the opportunity was perfect. But yeah, 2025 is more comedy, more laughter, more culture. You know, art and culture, so important. It's so important for our well-being, man, for our health, our mental health, our richness of life. Unajua utajiri ni experiences, bro. You know, like, that is the most important thing I've learned, you know. Pesa ni maua, lakini experiences ni utajiri. Pesa huisha every day. Unaona hata kidogo ameshachoka already. Pesa inachokesha. Lakini experience things, you'll be happy, you know.
Alright, lastly, maybe where can someone watch a Very Kenyan sketch show as well as social media platforms?
Okay, that's a very good question. A Very Kenyan sketch show is on all the platforms, and it's also gonna be on the Stand Up Collective website, like YouTube. Because again, this is the thing. In the past, we've done shows, but the shows that we've always done in the past couple of years have had a paywall. You know, you have to pay to see it. Not bragging, but this time, man, the show was to go out to everyone. Let the world see the show. Let's experience the brilliance of comedy. And so it's going to be on Stand Up Collective YouTube. Check out Stand Up Collective. You'll see all the other shows from the past and the new ones. This is one of the best done shows, if I do say so myself. We had an amazing crew that you guys, the crew was moto bana. This thing is good. Hata si mambo yangu. I can say freely because it's not me. Ni mambo to the tribesman guys. Wamefanya kazi mzuri. So, it's online. It's going to be on YouTube. social media is Stand Up Collective on Twitter and on the website and everything else. And also you can find me on social medias, Twitter, Instagram, I knew I was giving him a heart attack with that one. Yeah, all the social medias, all that you need.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, asanteni sana.
Can't wait to see what cooking for a very Kenyan sketch show.
Oh yes, it's gonna. Comedy-wise, this mwaka mtakula fit. Kenya, you see how Kenyan music is doing to Kenyan audiences?
Yeah.
Like feed them well. Yeah. Comedy pia tunaanza kualisha bro.
Very nice. So, how are you, sir?
I'm very good.
What do you have for us this year, 2025?
Vitu nimepanga ni mingi, venye umeniambush ndio sijui nianze na gani. But there are a lot of things. Last year was a year of experiments and observation. This year is a year of execution and implementation. So things are coming.
Now, as an award winner, unafanya big things in the industry, unatesa wengine wakiteseka. Could you tell us where you see the industry in the next 5 years?
Hii industry yetu, I think ina morph every single day. Morphing means it's changing every single day. And the biggest part, because art has always been there. Wasanii wamekuanga tu wakali since time immemorial. Tangu enzi za mzee ujua wasanii wamekuwa tu wakali. Kitu mimi nimegundua yenye na change to the better ni support ya Wakenya. Hiyo ndio mimi kitu I'm very excited for now, because kama last year kuna experiment ilifanyika in December, almost every day had a show. Like almost kila show ilikuwa imejaa. So that was a beautiful thing yenye na hope in 5 years time zile vitu watu usema ati sijui msanii amejaza arena gani, sijui shows ngapi ziko sold out. I hope that's what's going to be our story next year, in 5 years time.
Nice. So a very Kenyan sketch show imekuwa premiered today.
Yes.
What do you think about the combination ya comedy na film? What do you think? Is it working?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think na admire sana venye Kenya sahi we are venturing into the contemporary art space, experimental art. Juzi nilikuwa kwa event fulani, ilikuwa na podcast. I was emceeing the event. Then I'm told, this musician will perform, this comedian will perform, and then after hapo we'll have a podcast. It was like, hiyo itafanyikaje? Shock on me, that was the best part of the event. So when I came to watch this show, first it helped that sikuwa na expectations. So that it blew my mind. Whatever I saw, it may blow mind yangu. And I was like, I think this is a very beautiful balance of social commentary and entertainment. It's a very beautiful balance that nawaonyesha vitu nyinyi wa Kenya ufanya on a daily, but I'm not too heavy on ukimwi ni mbaya, mjihadhari na ukimwi. No, I'm just showing you venye wa Kenya huku andika hapa mahali pa kukojoa, hii ni spoiler. Sikojoe hapa, then hapo ndio anataka kukojolea. So it's a very beautiful way of incorporating the social commentary into entertainment. And then now, the format of the show. That was the most beautiful part of the show. Like, you do not know what to expect. Dakika moja ni imeenda left, dakika moja imeenda right. So it was a beautiful experience, yes.
Ulikuwa na favorite sketch? What was your favorite sketch?
Two scenes. Two scenes were my favorite. Moja ni hiyo ya usikojoe hapa na Kenya wakifuata. And what I loved about it is the concept is there, and a beautiful concept. But what I loved is you do not have to take 5 hours to get point home. The sketch was 15 seconds or 30 max, and that was it. Na nilikuwa nishapata point. Ingine ilinifurahisha sana, I was just telling Doug, is the one where anajifanya haelewi huyo jamaa. Yo mzungu ati ndio mpaka chai itoke. The concept is beautiful. As a writer, I find that concept very beautiful. So those two. Of course, the rest of the sketches were all very beautiful. Hata ile ya kuta jamaa anatandikwa, the investigation ya people who are destroying homes of faithful men. Faithful men wanatolewa. Unajua imenikumbusha story ya shetani ni mtu mbaya sana. Shetani ni mtu anatoa a faithful man kutoka kwake akiwa amelala, anampeleka kwa brothel. That's a very, men are victims. So I love those three.
So what are your expectations for the next seasons na hizo sketches zingine ambazo zimebado?
I hope my expectation is they keep exploring. Now see, let them not go for the popular. Let them go for everything and all in between. because that's how the thing becomes unexpected. Like mtu anajuaje ati, mtu angefikiriaje ati scene kama hii inaweza kuwa scene. Yeah, there are so many things zenye zi kuanga Wakenya hufanya kama hii ya kuambiana kwa heri for 20 hours. It's something you don't think about it, it just happens. So I wish that walete scenes kama hizo more.
Asante sana. Thank
All
you.
right, maybe just to add 2 questions.
Yes.
We haven't heard from you. What's your plan this year? What is in store for us?
Yes.
2025 as an award winner.
Yes, as an actor, because I come in various capacities. As a producer, I produce with the Crony production. So the Crony had a very successful show in December. We are looking forward to even a bigger. We are planning 3 big shows, but now with our theater plays in between. So that is going to happen within the year. As a brand, myself, there are 2 things I'm working on this year that I'm very excited. Sitaki kuzishare because na feeling ni kama ukishare una jinx. But kuna vitu mbili very main that I'm working on this year. One might come out in the first quarter by March, and the other one naangalia hapo kama June, July hapo. I'll be releasing the second one. So yeah, nice things are coming.
Lastly,
Yes.
with the recent abduction in the country, do you think Maandamano will help solve this? Us going back to the streets, given a chance.
Yes and no. Yes, because one thing maandamano ilituprovia ni ati
Wanasikia.
tukiongea watasikia. So sisi kuenda ni njia yetu kuongea. Because there's something that has developed ikanishock mimi, that all of a sudden tunaongeleshwa vile wanataka. Hiyo mimi ilinishtua. All of a sudden tunaongeleshwa tu venye mtu anaamka ati watoto hawezi weka nini no, wafanyiwe venye watafanyiwa, and I'm like, you can't talk like that. Another thing that they might forget, na tukirudi kwa streets itakuwa kitu wanaweza kuwa wanasahau, it can get personal.
Nothing personal.
But it can get personal. You know, kitu, when bunge was vamiwad, what it reminded them, that hawaongeangi wakiwa Rwanda. Those children that are being abducted, they are someone's children. You guys also have children. Whoever is teased, hao wenye wanaongea, wanasema nini. Power is transient. Leo iko na nyinyi, kesho iko na mwingine. Just be kind to when you are holding the reins now, because kitu hujui ni kesho itakuwaje. Lakini the citizens' voice, kama itabidi turudi kwa street, mimi I'm all in. I'm all in.
All right, thank you so much.
Asante.
Munene Mwarania, writer. Mimi ndo nilikuwa wanaita head writer, mimi ndo nilikuwa na lead writers room yenye iliandika A Very Kenyan Sketch Show.
So could you take us through the thought process of A Very Kenyan Sketch Show?
Ilianzia mbali. Tulianza, there was a board that was full of prompts. Zimeandikwa tu ma jokes za sijui mtu wanasiasa hao, mtu akinyora nini. Ilikuwa na a lot of, tulianza from scratch, tulipoa tu a bit of a joke. Then sasa mimi na writer mwingine anaitwa George na Nanjero tunaingia kwa room, and then na guide wa say tunaanza kuona what direction do we want to go in. Ndio nikaleta hiyo story ya episodes kwa na themes, and then other things, kutoka hapo tu tuka move in that direction.
So who are your target audience when you're thinking of the script ya Very Kenyan Sketch Show?
Target audience tuseme kina Kidoa hapa, wewe Devi, warembo sana. Nani wengine tulikuwa tunataka? Wase wote tu wenye wanapenda kucheka na wase wenye wanapenda Kenyan things. Wase wenye they are proud to be Kenyan, they are proud of local things. Hata kama ni vitu zenye watu wa majua hawezi get, but mimi na wewe kama Mkenya tukiona tutacheka, itatufurahisha.
So what should we expect this year for A Very Kenyan Sketch Show? Nini, what are you cooking? Mnapika nini huko?
Tumeandika episodes kibao, sketches ziko. We want to do more and more. So tuna hope wase wa watch, mwingi hapo YouTube. Encourage watu wa maziwa watufinyie kitu, maana watufinyie. Muone kwanza kuna sketch fulani mtaiona episode ya kwanza, sketch ya kwanza. Kuna jamaa fulani wana parody hapo. Na yeye ilikuwa idea writers kidogo. Ilikuwa Dag, ongea na Dag, mkikuwa na Dag hapa muulize.
You have a favorite scene?
My favorite sketch. My favorite sketch ningesema Wepuhulu ya Butita. Ili ni bamba mbaya juu sikuwa akwa tukishoot. Ungedhani Butita anaweza fanya sketch kama hiyo mufala kama hiyo. Akakuwa mluya tu fulani ushago mpaka sijui mpaka akapiga miguu sijui mpaka yani hata hiyo place yenye tulikuwa ka village fulani huko Gikambura. Watu walikuwa wanasimama hivi kumwatch tu akipiga hiyo show, so mili ni bamba kuishoot na imenibamba kuiona. Yeah. Shukran sana mabro. Kazi safi sana.
Asante.
Winning and winning and winning. That's all I want. Yeah.
Let's talk about a very Kenyan sketch show. Tumeipremia leo na tunaona umefanya such a good job. Your wardrobe yako inaonekana ilikuwa sawa. Could you take us through the thought process of it?
First you need and you have to understand the characters for you to be able to dress them. And given that this was a comedy show, you really have to have a sense of humor as well. So yeah, that was basically just it for costume.
Was it like challenging for you to dress them, like finding something that is, you know, comic, wasikai serious sana? How was it when it comes to like that area?
I wouldn't say it was difficult, but it was kind of really challenging because then you have to think somehow similar to how the director sees it. So you have to have a really close relationship with the director for you to be able to bring out the characters as they are written. Yeah.
So how was the experience working with the director Eric and Doug?
It was amazing because they are very creative people and I like being around creative minds and people. Yeah.
So could you tell us your takeout for a very Kenyan sketch?
Well, we're out to conquer, yeah, and create memorable moments for every Kenyan one and giving perspective to every other Kenyan out there. Yeah.
What are your expectations for the next coming seasons and episodes for the very Kenyan sketch?
Making people laugh, basically, yeah. That's just it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Who are you, Glam Bikers?
Yeah, my name is Kezia Ngogi, popularly known as Glam Bikers. I was the show's makeup artist. Yeah.
Nasikia wakisema ulikuwa unawapa kasimiti huko ndani. So, would you tell us how the experience was dealing with comedians and, you know, comedy and film at the same time?
It was interesting. Of course, not my first time working in a film space, but of course, every new experience in Akupacha, like a new thing. Like you just get to like interact with new people. You get to everything like was just new and fun. Yeah.
So, what do you think was the thought process of it all, designing comedians? Was it like challenging for you?
Not really, but the thing is, we worked around if you look through every episode or like every skit had like there was something, and then this time around we even worked around like the special effects. If you look through like and more episodes that are gonna come, you'll see through like we did some special effects, and it was really interesting, yeah, because you make one character be like 4 characters, so it was really interesting working around it.
So do you have a favorite sketch?
A favorite one, I think the Real Husbands of Parliament. That one is really funny. Okay, to me, I think that's my favorite. Yeah, but work-wise, my most favorite one was the one, I think it was an ad or something. Yeah, the one, the court one. Yeah, that one was really interesting. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Case. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was a totally new experience. I hadn't done this before. And then when we came, of course, nilikuwa na maboi wangu, so tulikuwa tu tunajibamba na, you know, it was purely having fun, no overthinking it, because personally nimezoea when you get a character, you work on it, you sijui nini, but for this one, tulisema let's go with the flow, let's see where it goes. Yeah.
Was it like weird for you to be part of the stand-up? Are you a stand-up comedian?
No, but I can do that character, you know, a stand-up comedian I can do, but I'm not really a stand-up comedian. So, Nikki have conversation at the comedians, Nika realize we have very different and interesting perspectives. Yeah, nikimuwatch naona kazi yake ni noma na nashanga anaiduaje, na yake ni watch pia collect bro, hiki kitu unafanya mimi siwezi do type shit.
So what would you advise comedians na actors when they are trying out stuff, maybe they are not finding any way, unaweza waambia nini now that you are part of the sketch, comedians na wase wengine wanaweza match, what would you tell them?
I think just keep doing it, know your identity kwa hiyo industry, because comedy ni industry ingine tofauti tena, so of course there's a space, kuna gap na ni yako, so identify yourself, ujue ni wapi unakama, and then conquer. I mean stand up collective iko na imagine hawakujui, unajua bado hajakujua, so we iva and then you know the world will always align.
So how was the experience working with director Eric and Doug?
Working with director Eric, nothing I expected. Nimezoea, you know, ile side ingine. I think Erico is so easy to work with. Alafu, I like that alikuwa ana instill perspective and then anakuambia what you need to do, and then from there you propel. So najua for me, for an actor, nikipewa hiyo liberty to have fun after director amenijenga perspective, umenipatia stage, so I'm gonna do what I do best.
So what was your favorite sketch kwa hii the entire thing?
Usikojoe hapa. Hiyo ilinibamba. Hata niliambia Rico tukishuti, this is my favorite. Alafu after nimeiona, but they shout out to the editing crew.
Na appreciate.
Ndio hii hapa. Kazi noma. Mmenibamba sana, mmefanya ika make sense kabisa. Yeah, that was my favorite.
Asante sana.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, anytime.
Thank you so much for your time.
Anytime, mate. Shukran sana. Say less.
Can't wait to work on the next
Let's
season.
go. Let's meet on the next one.
Sawa.
Sasa hii niko on my juices, nimeiva.
Unaungua.
Mbaya. Sawa, shukran sana. Shukran.
Yo, hi guys, my name is Maina Munene, and this is a very Kenyan sketch show. I was playing the role of Larry Madowo.
Lani.
Yeah, man. Team Madondo. Yeah, man, but it was amazing.
Amazing. Good stuff.
Yes.
Seeing you again, you always do brilliant when it comes to deliverables. You've delivered it. What stood out from the very Kenyan sketch show?
I think for me it's how funny it is, because it's written by stand-up comedians, and they understand this is the setup, this is the punchline. So it's different in the sense that the jokes land when they need to land. So hakuna try and error hapo, it's just like bar after bar after bar, and that's a great thing.
How was it for you to play Larry Madowo's role?
It wasn't as hard because I think I get a lot of you look like Larry Madowo, like Larry Madondo, but
Low budget.
yeah, it's mostly through insults, but it wasn't as hard because I have interacted with his content, and it was a nice experience.
How well did you prepare yourself to have the right material to fit in to play Larry Madowo, to sound like Larry?
No, I just watched a lot of his interviews, his reports and stuff like that, and also interacted with the script to like understand where to tweak and what to do in terms of the mannerism and all that. But the director was really nice. Shout out Eric. Yeah, so they were really helpful in the execution.
Do you have a fond memory of Larry Madowo?
I have met him kitambo kidogo, but I lost the photo, so there's no photographic evidence of that ever happening. I know you guys think I'm lying, but it's true.
Guys, do you think he resembles, is he that close to Larry Madowo?
Unajua
No, but you guys can see in the comment section. Do I look like Larry Madowo?
having to work on you know, hizo sound, hizo audio ya comedy, at the same time tuko na, you know, ni film. How did you go around that?
Ni an interesting experience mostly because walikuwa wanataka kitu ina feel Kenyan, while at the same time pia isi feel very cliche Kenyan. So kwangu ilikuwa a very challenging experience, mostly because sahi The film industry ya Kenya ndio ina open up pia kidogo, so there's very few guys who are making this music for the film. So kwangu ilikuwa challenging, but all in all I'm always ready for a challenge. Na wasa wamesikia na venye imeplay hapo kwa the nini hapo ndani, like ili sound vizuri sana, and I'm grateful kabisa for your opportunity, and I hope people will enjoy kabisa.
So what is your takeout after the premiere? Ni sketch gani imekubamba sana?
I think ni ile the house bands of parliament. Hiyo kitu ilikuwa hilarious sana, and I think ita relate na watu wengi kuona venye wame juxtaposition hizo roles from what you normally know. So I'm really excited and I'm waiting to see venye wase wengi watai-receive once the thing premieres on YouTube.
Tukimalizia tu naweza penda uniambie how was it working with director Eric and Doug? I get to understand hapa ni comedy na mambo serious kidogo ya filamu pale storytelling. Tell us the experience.
Eric kwanza ni mtu at least anajua how to guide every creative, because from my experience ilikuwa such a very good, alikuwa anakuambia this is what I need, this is what I want, but all in all ni mse mwenye amenacha the industry way much better than so many people wanajua, and in due time wataona venye tu itakuja kutokea, and mostly from this sketch show mtakuja kuniambia to mark this one.
Maybe lastly, how is it so important to have a working relationship between the music and film?
It's important because with music inakwanga the tray that carries whatever is being seen on picture. So if you have the music wrong, then whatever you're trying to show on picture itakuwa wrong as well. So it's very important for mostly directors na film composers na producers wote kukuwa on the same page, ndio sasa whatever is being shown on picture iweze kutokea vizuri na kufulfill the story as it's supposed to be.
Mwenyezi, you have to thank the Lord manze, ndio give of all talents. Secret number 2 ni confidence, lazima ujipende bado at the same time. Yeah, you'll pay your confidence legit.
So how was the experience throughout story ya kushoot, story ya work with new people, working with the stand-up, you know, how was the experience for you?
101 experimental, because ilikuwa concepts ni wame present, and they are comedians as well, na singing actors. So ilikuwa approach quite different. It's the professional route, but ilitufikisha pali nafaa tufike. Ni comedy imekuwa professionalism fulani. Kwa hivyo ni genje.
So what was your favorite sketch kwa hizi zote zenye?
Haijaonyeshwa guys.
Well, we understand kuna zingine bado zina cook, but now zenye zimekuwa premiered leo.
Ni mna understand lakini si tuliact. So what we are saying is kuna ma sketch zenye haijaonyeshwa hapa na zitawa malo. Ile serious. Kasi tulikuwa na check on set, so manze ni vibes true hapo ndani ya cinema. Tawabamba ile serious. Yeah.
You're good. So the last one. Yeah. Given a chance to be a president for 24 hours, nini unaweza change kwa hii country yetu?
Naweza hakikisha ule morio fulani kwanza ameshikwa. Ni hayo tu kwa sasa.
Happy New Year bro. Happy New Year. What are you planning? Ni nini unatupangia hii 2025?
Mimi, the same usual. Maze kazi kwa wingi. Kazi kwa wingi,
Tell us about a very Kenyan sketch show. Tumeona umekuwa umeplay role nyingine hapo hivyo go on. How was the experience?
Nimeplay roles kadhaa kwa hii show.
Hizo sasa zote. Tell us the whole experience.
Experience imekuwa mufti, imekuwa really dope collaborate. Kushikana na wasa stand up collective, wasa laugh bar. Na sisi wasanii wenye tunafanya I guess mainstream filmmaking and storytelling, hiyo marriage imekuwa kitu poa, na hope itazaa zingine na zingine na zingine.
How does it feel to work na the stand up guys in the film industry?
Bro, so unajua like kuna venye wamemap comedy, si tumemap storytelling in general, so them reaching out to us to work together, it was a blessing and a learning opportunity, man. Ametufunza vitu mob sana kuhusu audience, venye wao behave, tendencies za audience, and for us I think tumebring kitu mpya pia kwa meza, like to go all in. Kama joke inasemwa 100%. So now hope imekuwa a nice mesh of the two worlds.
Nice. Could you tell us a bit working with director Eric and Doug himself?
Eric and Doug have been really dope because like the beautiful thing about them, they are artists before they are directors or producers. So at least hapo, hey Jose, Peter too, like it's like you already did it. Usha Peter, man. Usha Peter. Yeah, man, working with those two guys is really dope because they are so graceful, and I think each job Kenya tumefanya the most to lead it in the right care. It did a lot of care, and I hope we did that. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Asante sana. Can't wait for the next episodes. Can't wait
Bana,
to see
the
what
next
is cooking.
seasons.
Yeah,
We need to
the
be out
next
here for
season
5
time.
seasons.
No,
Sindio?
can't wait, man. Asante sana, man. Bless.
Now have headliners from across the world wanting to perform in Kenya just because we have a vibrant stand-up comedy scene. So I'm just looking forward to the big things that are about to happen, especially this year.
What was your big takeout for the premiere?
Yo, those sketches were mad. The ads in between the sketches, like the court session, like the Twitter, whatever, that was just out of this world.
Asante sana.
Thank you
I
very
hope
much.
to see you next time.
Definitely.
Asante, shukran.
Thank you very much.
SPM Buzz.